Alexis Brown, Saratoga Springs. Did you know that the Saratoga Springs Police Department racially profiled and targeted a black Cornell University student athlete in Saratoga Springs the day of the protest this past Wednesday? Well, we were getting in our car once we were safely escorted because we have said multiple times that the only lives that are put in danger are those fighting for racial justice. We were unaware that we were being stalked by officers Coiner and Katoriensky. I don't apologize if I pronounce your name wrong, who sat 2 blocks up watching our every move. Badge numbers 9 and 39 respectively followed us for almost over a mile as we turned onto Van Dam and then onto Route 9, where they moved to the lane next to us. When we signaled to turn left onto East Avenue, they were quick to move over and continue following us. And they continued when we turned onto Maple Avenue, where they attempted to stop us in a dark street without a single person, house, or car around. If we were such a threat, why did they allow us to be surrounded by the dozens of patrons on Broadway and wait until the protest had ended and we were alone to target us? Is it because they knew what they were doing was wrong? Luckily, I understood what was happening and ordered my boyfriend to put on his hazards and pull into my mother's driveway, which was a couple hundred feet from where they attempted to stop us. Officer Katoriensky told my boyfriend to get out of the car. When I asked why, he originally gave no reason and said that that's how he likes to conduct his traffic stops, while still giving us no reason why he pulled us over. They tried to get intel out of us, including the races and genders of those who safely got us back to our vehicles, and kept asking if we had a backpack or anything suspicious in the car. Ultimately, my boyfriend allowed them to invade our privacy and search our vehicle to prove we had nothing. The incompetent officer of the Saratoga Springs Police Department found no weapons or any other illegal item in their search. If the officers were familiar with members of the community, instead of watching us from a distance and forming opinions based on their own delusions, they would know that we are the founders of the Saratoga Free Fridge, and on our own dollar we feed members of this very own community, a community that he isn't even from. He's a coach at Skidmore basketball camps, and he loved coming to Saratoga because there's a lot more to do than in East Greenbush. I've been an active member of politics in the city since before you were ever in office, and this was the second time he has ever been pulled over, and even he told the officers that he had never had a bad encounter with the police. But the Saratoga Police Department made sure to change that.
Okay, this is why it's not going to work. You're done. Thank you. You are done.
He had an hour-long panic attack following the encounter and never wants to return to the city.
So I am being respectful. It's 2 minutes.
I guess that was the point, wasn't it? I am here because you are continuously putting every single black member in this community and the greater capital region in danger with the message you are attempting and failing to send. That press conference where you use this building that we all pay for to drive a message that we are violent, carrying weapons, and a threat to the community, claims that which are not only unfounded but have only put black and brown bodies at risk. Now me and my boyfriend have targets on our backs because of your actions. From Saratoga Springs to Ithaca, I plan on making it my personal goal for it to be known that you are a racist supporting a system that continues to criminalize and hyperanalyze every action taken by black people who step foot in this city. I'm demanding the resignation of Robin Dolan as Commissioner of Public Safety, as well as the suspension of her campaign for mayor, and a public apology for the intentional harm you intended to cause to Saratoga BLM based on the comments made at last month's press conference.
Okay.